Easter. So today I will be making these stuffed shells. This will be my first time doing this. I feel like this should be like a new segment on the channel, like my first time trying different recipes. So this will be my first time. I'm not going off of a specific recipe. I'm gonna just kind of wing it. So hopefully it comes out good. I'm gonna try and make this video short, simple, and sweet, not too long. Hopefully not as long as the fried fish video. So stay tuned. I'm in my Easter outfit right after church because I want to get the cooking out the way. It's probably like 2 o'clock right now, and I'll still be going over to my mom's house for dinner later because she's making a big dinner for Easter. So this will just be us, like our dinner for the rest of the week, basically, if it lasts the rest of the week. All right, so without further ado, here's my stuffed shell video. So right now I have my water on the stove for the shells, that way they can start boiling. I have my pan for my ground beef. I know a lot of people make stuffed shells with sausage, but I'll be using ground beef because Jason doesn't like sausage. I have my pan to put my shells in. I don't know if this pan is big enough, and I also don't know if you could like stack the shells on top of each other when it's cooking. I don't know. I have a bigger pan up here, I think. Maybe y'all can see. Yes, I have bigger pans up there, but I don't know if I'll need that big pan. Hold on, let me call my mom. Okay, so she said it's fine if I have to like stack them on top of each other. So that's what we'll do. So we'll use this pan. I'm gonna spray this down with some pan. That way the shells won't stick to the pan. And yeah, I'll just probably take you along the ride of what I'm doing as it goes on. So right now I'm about to try and start my meat, and then I'm also gonna get my shells out once this starts boiling. So something that I forgot to say, you will need an extra bowl for your cheeses. This bowl, you'll be mixing your meat sauce in to make basically the stuffing for the shell. So we're gonna grab that. Here we go. And we're gonna use this bowl. Let me rinse it out because, bro, if anybody has like a lab, you would know that their hair is like literally everywhere. It doesn't matter. Don't ask me how it got inside of this plastic bowl. I literally don't know. It's literally clean. You can see that it's clean. Dogs are just dogs. All right, so we rinsed her out good. Alrighty, so now I am about to get started on my meat. My water is literally about to start boiling. So then I'll just throw my shells in there while my meat is cooking. When you're cooking your shells, you don't want to cook the shells until they're like fully cooked. You want to make sure that it's a little hard still because this will be going in the oven afterwards. So yeah, I'll get started on my meat and also throw my shells into the water, and I'll show you guys the process. Okay, so my pan is heating up. I just realized I only put a little bit of butter because, you know, meat makes its own juice and sauce, and I didn't want it to be like too greasy once I add in my tomato sauce. That's what I need to take out too. Let me go grab my tomato sauce really quick. So I use ragu. I make sure it's a seasoned ragu already, or like a flavored type of ragu already, because traditional meat sauce, it just tastes like really bland to me. Even if you like doctor it up and season it up, it still tastes bland to me. So we get one that's already seasoned, and I still add my seasonings along the way. So I have that. There was something else I was about to grab, but I forgot. Oh, spatula for my meat. Give me a second. All right, I have my little spatula. I forgot to tell you guys, I'll also be making some cheesy garlic bread with this dinner. Jason is taking me out today. I don't know where we're going. It's a surprise, and he knows I love surprises, so kind of made me happy. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of upset that he didn't go to church today, but if you know my man, he works a lot, so it's good that he stayed home. The backside of the meat was a little frozen still. Mind you, I had this thawing out since last night. How it's still frozen, I don't know. Don't ask me. But it's nothing like a little heat can't fix. It's not like super frozen to the point where it's like, all right, I'm throwing the whole meat in there frozen. But it was just a tad bit frozen on the bottom. So I'm just letting that heat up a little. That way it can kind of thaw it a bit. My water is just about boiling, so I will be adding that shortly. I'm gonna start trying to chop my meat up. That way the heat can go all through and it's not just cooking the bottom. So my meat is cooking. I did get a small pack of meat, so hopefully it's enough like for the shells. I feel like I have too much shells too, but we'll see what we can make happen afterwards. Maybe I can just throw some empty shells on top and it could just add like to the pasta. So I'll be throwing in my shells. And that'll cook while my meat is cooking. And then while this is cooking up, I'll go ahead and separate my cheeses into the other bowl like I was explaining before. Alright, so my meat is cooking. I'm gonna go ahead and take my ricotta cheese. I did get a small one and I feel like I should have got a big one. Remember, this is my first time making this meal, so I'm not sure like how much I was supposed to get, how little I was supposed to get. So we're gonna try and make do with what we got. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the ricotta, scoop the ricotta out and put it into this bowl, and then I'll be adding some mozzarella cheese into it as well. Now with your meat sauce that you'll be stuffing into the shells, you wanna make sure that the sauce is thick and not too runny. That way it can stay inside of the shell when you put it in. Oh God, ugh. Look how he came out.
It's a ricotta cheese.
It looks so nasty. I don't know if I showed you guys. Okay, yeah, there. It looks so nasty the way it came out.
It's an aged cheese. It's supposed to have a smell and a texture.
We're gonna mash this up because yeah, that just looked nasty. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add in some mozzarella cheese. Now, when you're making your stuffed sauce to stuff in the shells, you want to scoop out a bit of meat and add it in slowly to the cheese and mix it up. That way you can make sure you're making it thick and not too runny, because if you just add in all of the sauce into the cheese, it may become too runny because of the tomato sauce. So just keep an eye out for that. Looking good, so now I'm about to throw some seasonings in there. We're gonna use some adobo, obviously the classics, Lawry's. We're gonna get some garlic powder, some garlic powder and onion powder if I can find it. There she goes, some onion powder. Oh, and also black pepper. I can't forget the black pepper. So I'm gonna go ahead and season her up, and I'm also gonna take a look at my shells because again, you don't want these to fully cook. You want them to be kind of hard because this has to go in the oven.
My aunt, my stepdad's side of the family is pretty Italian. So my aunt sent her a recipe for stuffed shells.
It's just the Shania way, only because I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first time. So again, we'll see how it comes out.
As long as it got ricotta and the shells are made nice, I don't see how it could go wrong. So I got a hope. But one of these times, we gonna make her try my aunt's recipe, which comes from my grandma on my stepdad's side.
My noodles are also ready, by the way. They're not too soft, not too hard. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off the fire and drain them in the sink. gonna go ahead and mix up our meat with the seasoning. Now I'm just gonna turn the heat down a bit on the meat. That way it doesn't overcook. And I'm also gonna go ahead and add in my sauce now. I think my baby is starting to wake up. Little trick, if you ever want to get like the last little bit of tomato sauce out of the jar after you pour it, just pour a little bit of water, shake it up, pour it into your So this is what we're looking like after adding in the sauce. Remember I told you I don't have too much meat, so that's why it looks like a lot of sauce right now. I did season the sauce just a bit, the same seasons that I used to put on top of the meat. And now I'm just mixing everything up, letting that sit for a little bit, and then we'll start adding the sauce into the cheese. That way we can start stuffing some shells. Alright, so I let that sit for a little bit. So now I'm about to go ahead and start mixing it in with my cheese. And then I'm going to go ahead and start getting my noodles and stuffing them up, or I should say shells and stuffing them up here. I also forgot to say, make sure that you have extra cheese left over because you will be sprinkling the cheese on top. And also make sure you have extra sauce left over because you have to sprinkle some sauce on top of the shells. You can't just stuff the shells, put them in the pan, and then throw it into the oven, if that makes sense. You need a sauce on top. So now I'm just gonna add little by little. And then I'll mix as I go. I'll probably do 2 more scoops. Okay. Let's go ahead and mix her up. So this is what she's looking like, all mixed up. I hope it's not too runny. I mean, it looks kind of thick to me, right? Like it looks really cheesy. Yeah, I think it's thick enough. And we're gonna use this to stuff the shells. All right, so I'm taking my first shell. I'm gonna open her up just a little bit. Grab some meat and ricotta cheese and tomato sauce. I'm just gonna stuff her in there. I hope I'm doing this right. And then I just layer down. I'll show you guys once I do like a few, that way you can see how I'm lining it up. But again, I just take my shell, open her up a bit, grab some meat and cheese, stuff her in. Then I close her up, layer down. I think I'm doing this pretty good, and I'm just gonna keep doing that. I don't know why the camera fell, sorry. I'm just gonna keep doing that until everything is filled and all of my shells are gone. So again, we're gonna take the shell, scoop up some meat and cheese, add her in, close her up, and then I add it into the pan. That one I put a little too much. I can tell that it's leaking out, but it's okay, it's okay. I'm gonna do it one more time. What is Jason laughing at? I don't know. We're gonna do it one more time. Take your shell, grab the meat, grab some cheese, stuff her in, close her up. And then you just keep repeating that process. Just wanted to give a little update and show you guys what it's looking like so far. Some of them are oozing out. It's okay, trust me, it's not the end of the world. As long as you are stuffing the shells, closing it, and then laying it down, it should be fine. I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done and I lay everything else on top. So all my shells are stuffed. Now I'm going to add the tomato sauce and add some more cheese. That way I can pop this baby in the oven. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the rest of the meat sauce added on top. Now we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle some mozzarella on top as well. So we're taking the mozzarella, move this bottle out of the way, and we're just gonna sprinkle it all over the top. Now, I will say stuffing the shells is time consuming, but it's not too bad. It takes about, I want to say 15 to 20 minutes to stuff all of the shells completely. This is with 1 box of shells, a small package of meat, and 1 thing of tomato sauce. Nice, easy Sunday dinner. Don't have to go too crazy. This is my first time, again, I should say, making this. And I think I'm going to do this as like a little series on the channel, like trying new recipes for the first time and showing you guys how they turn out. They won't always turn out good. I know that. Some will turn out bad, but it's good that I'm trying. You know what I mean? So, all right. I think I am good with the cheese. My boyfriend likes extra cheese, so I'm trying to make sure it's cheesy. But I think this came out pretty well, if I say so myself. I might as well just add the last bit. All right, and now let me show you what it looks like. And this is what it looks like once the cheese is fully coated. So now I am about to wrap some foil around this and throw her in the oven. All right, so my shells are in the oven. I'm not gonna make the garlic bread just yet. I'll probably make that once we come back home because we are going out. So once we get back, I'll make the garlic bread. That way it's nice and fresh for the shells. And I'll also go and pick up dinner for my mom's as well. I don't think I told you guys what my mom is making. She's making ham, baked mac and cheese. She's baking a cake. She's making cornbread. She's making cabbage. She's literally making the whole 9 yards, okay? It is Easter Sunday. I feel good this Sunday. Church service was amazing this Sunday. You guys should have seen the church. Like, when I tell you, it was so packed that I couldn't even park in the church parking lot. I literally had to park all the way down the road and walk up to the church with my baby. Like, it had to be literally well over 300 to 400 people inside of the church today. And of course, today was communion as well. So, it was so packed that once I got there with my baby, because I was a little late, we had to stand in the lobby with like 25 other people because they did not let us in. Well, you know, church etiquette, they don't let you in while the pastor is talking or while they're doing offerings or while, of course, they're doing communion. So we had to wait outside the doors for a really long time. And I had to take the wine and bread in the hallway while waiting to get inside of the church, which is crazy. But all in all, we had a great time. I'll follow up with you guys when I take out the shells and then after we get back home from when we go out. All right, so I just took her out of the oven and honestly, she looks really good. I can't wait to try it. We won't eat it until we get back from wherever we're going. Remember, I told you Jason surprised me somewhere. But it looks so good. I cannot wait to try it when I get back. And I'll show you guys what it looks like once I plate it up as well. All right, guys, we are back home. So now we finally get to taste test the stuffed shells that I made. We did eat dinner over at my mom's too. It was so good. She made a strawberry lemonade cake and it kind of came out tasting like just lemonade. So it was her first time making it, by the way. So next time she knows what to do to add the strawberries in there. And look at Jason. All right, so now we're gonna try our stuffed shells together. I'll let him take the first bite though. I always let him take the first bite when I cook.
It's good.
You're lying, really?
Yeah, it's good.
You really like it? You would eat it? Well, you're eating it right now. So. Yay! He likes it, guys. It was my first time. So now you know you can follow the recipe that I did. And if you guys want to have like a quick and easy meal for like a Sunday or for like your family, you can try and make the stuffed shells that I did. So came out really good. He ate some too. He wants me to try some. It did come out good. I did good. All right, guys. So that was cooking with Nye. Until our next cooking vlog. See you soon.